Hello everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel, and I am here to help you crack physics and make physics very easy and very interesting for all of you. Now my basic purpose of starting with this YouTube channel was to help you all solve difficult questions and higher order thinking questions when it comes to physics topics of 9th and 10th grade. So students, if you are a student of 9th or 10th standard and if you find physics difficult, then trust me, this is the best place to be. So let's get started. Now today, I will be talking about some higher order thinking questions of a topic called refraction of light. Now in this session, we will have two MCQs and two subjective questions. Let us first start with MCQ. The question is, a ray of light makes an angle of 50 degrees with the surface of a glass slab. Its angle of incidence will be dash. The options are A 50 degrees, B 40 degrees, C 140 degrees, and D 0 degrees. Now students, if you read the question properly, a ray of light makes an angle of 50 degrees with the surface of a glass slab. But wait. Don't be in a hurry. Don't mark your answer as 50 degrees. Let us first understand the question. We are talking about a glass slab, and there is a ray of light which is making an angle of 50 degrees with the glass slab. So the angle between light and the glass slab is 50 degrees. But hello, the angle of incidence, it is the angle between the incident ray and the normal. So here the angle of incidence is going to be this angle. So if the angle between the incident ray and the glass slab is 50 degrees, so definitely the angle of incidence will be 40 degrees. So the correct answer here is 40 degrees. Was that very interesting, students? Similarly, the next question, again an MCQ. A ray of light enters the glass slab along the normal. The values of I and R are dash. The options are I is equal to 0 degrees and R is equal to 90 degrees. Second option, I is 90 degrees but R is 0 degrees. Third option, I is 0 degrees, R is 0 degrees. And the last option is I is equal to 90 degrees and R is equal to 90 degrees. So now let us understand the question with the help of a diagram again. Again, I take a glass slab. A ray of light enters the glass slab along the normal. So let this be the normal. And a ray of light is entering the glass slab along the normal. Now we have studied this. We have studied this in theory that if light travels along the normal, then it will go straight without any deviation. So this ray of light will go straight. There will be no refraction. So here it is very clear from the diagram that the angle of incidence is 0 degrees and the angle of refraction is also 0 degrees. So that means our correct answer is option C. I is equal to 0 degrees and R is also equal to 0 degrees. Now, coming to the third question for today. Now, this third question is actually a mathematical question. If the angle of incidence and the angle of emergence of a light ray falling on a glass slab are I and E respectively, prove that I is equal to E. So that means the question is about the angle of incidence, which is denoted by I, and the angle of emergence, which is denoted by E. So we are supposed to prove that I and E both are equal. So now for proving this, I consider a glass slab. So obviously there are two media here, the slab which is made up of glass and it is surrounded by another medium, air. Now I have a ray of light coming and falling on this glass slab. Obviously this ray is called as the incident ray and that point of incidence is N. At that point of incidence, if I draw a perpendicular, definitely this perpendicular is called as normal. Now here you can see ray of light is traveling from air to glass. That means light is traveling from a rarer medium to a denser medium. So this ray of light will bend towards the normal and here is the refracted ray. Again, that point of incidence is point M. I draw a perpendicular again. So again, it is called as normal. Now this time, if you see properly, the light ray is traveling from glass to air. So that means a denser medium to a rarer medium, which means this ray of light will bend away from the normal. And here we get the emergent ray. Now you all should know this by now, the angle between the incident ray and the normal. This angle is called as angle of incidence, which is denoted by I. The angle between the refracted ray and the normal, this angle is called as the angle of refraction, which is denoted by R. And the angle between the emergent ray and the normal, this angle is called as the angle of emergence, which is denoted by E. Now students, I want you all to look at where my mouse cursor is. Look at this angle. It is the angle of refraction. We all can see this. And now look at this angle. Children, can you see this angle and this angle are alternate angles? Now, if they are alternate angles, then the value of this angle is also equal to R. So now looking at this diagram, I will say in this figure, I is the angle of incidence, R is the angle of refraction, and E is the angle of emergence. So now what I will do is I will apply Snell's law at point N. Now using Snell's law at point N, I hope you all can recall what is Snell's law. Sin I upon sin R is equal to refractive index. Now here light is traveling from air to glass. So it will be the refractive index of glass with respect to air, which will be equal to sine of angle of incidence upon the sine of angle of refraction. Children, let me call this equation as equation 1. Now what I do is I apply the same Snell's law, but this time at point N. So using Snell's law at point M. Now here if you see properly at point M, for that surface light is traveling from glass to air. So the refractive index will be refractive index of air with respect to glass is equal to sine of angle of incidence. Now here again, follow my cursor properly. Here the angle of incidence is R and the angle of refraction is E. So for this surface, the angle of incidence is R and the angle of refraction is E. So sine of angle of incidence will be sine R upon sine of angle of refraction will be sine E. Let me call this equation as equation number 2. Now we all know by the formula, N glass air is equal to 1 upon N air glass. Both are reciprocals of each other, and let me call this as equation number 3. Now if you see properly from equation 1, 2 and 3, we get sin I upon sin R is equal to 1 upon sin R upon sin E. That means N glass air and N air glass are reciprocals of each other. So their values are also reciprocals of each other. So sin I upon sin R is equal to 1 upon sin R upon sin E. Now on the right hand side, that sin E will go up. So sin I upon sin R is equal to sin E upon sin R. Definitely sin R and sin R will get cut. So what I get is sin I is equal to sin E, which actually proves I is equal to E, hence proved. So here it is very clear that the angle of incidence is equal to the angle of emergence. The last question for this video. 2 students performed an experiment and found the refractive indices of various media as mentioned in the following table. So here is the table. Now they did some experiment and they found the refractive indices of all these different substances, and these are the values of the refractive indices of them. Observe the table and answer the following questions, and the questions are first, second, third, fourth, fifth. Don't worry students, let us go one by one. First, arrange the following substances from denser medium to rarer medium. Now children, all these 5 questions are only dependent upon one fact, and the fact is, more the refractive index, denser is the medium. Refractive index is more, then the optical density of the medium is more. So as you go down the table, the medium gets denser and denser. So if I have to arrange these 5 substances from denser to rarer, in short, I have to arrange according to the table from below upwards. So my answer is going to be rock salt, then comes benzene, then comes turpentine oil, then comes alcohol, and then comes water. So rock salt out of these 5 is the densest. Water out of these 5 is the rarest. The second question, mention the most rare and the most dense media. As I told you all, more the refractive index, denser is the medium. The maximum refractive index is for diamond. So the densest medium here is the diamond. Lesser the refractive index, rarer is the medium. The least refractive index here is for air. So air is the rarest medium. So the most rare medium is air and the most dense medium is diamond. Third question. What will happen to the path of light when it travels from ground glass to dense flint glass? Now children, look at that table. The refractive index of ground glass, you can see it, 1.52. And the refractive index of dense flint glass is 1.66. That means when light travels from ground glass to dense flint glass, it actually travels from a rarer medium to a denser medium. And because the light is traveling from a rarer medium to a denser medium, the light ray will bend towards the normal. It is so easy. What will happen to the path of light when it travels from sapphire to ruby? Now, if you watch out for the refractive indices of both these substances, they are same, 1.76. Now, because the refractive indices are same, I will say the light ray will pass without any deviation. There will be no change in the direction of light. And lastly, what is the value of refractive index of rock salt with respect to water? So I'm supposed to find the refractive index of rock salt with respect to water, which means I'm supposed to find the value of NRW. According to the formulas that you all have learned, NRW will be NR upon NW. That means the absolute refractive index of rock salt upon absolute refractive index of water. Now from the table, I get the value of absolute refractive index of rock salt, 1.54. And the absolute refractive index of water is 1.33. Now students, when you do this division, you will get the answer as 1.16. So all these 5 questions are dependent on only and only one fact. More the refractive index, denser is the medium. Less the refractive index, rarer is the medium. Isn't it very, very easy, students? Similarly, students, in few days, I will be posting one more video, and that video will have some difficult questions and some higher order thinking questions of our next lesson, lenses. So to get all the updates, please subscribe, please hit the bell icon so that automatically you get all the updates. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for subscribing and watching this video. Bye-bye.